Hi, my name is Kenneth Chang, a consultant with PMG. Today we will be covering how to use the actions wait for message and send message to update the status of a request. In the example shown, let us go ahead and click Submit to kick off this request. This will bring back the master request number as well as the details of this request. As you can see, the status is still at an unknown state. Let us click Process Details to continue. As you can see, there is a wait for message action before the status action. This is waiting for a message from an outside factor to update the status of this workflow. In the service I have set up below, let us send a message of "in progress" to the request we just submitted. This update service has sent a message of "in progress" to the corresponding request number that you have selected. As you remember, the service that we initially submitted was waiting for a status message. The status message has now been received and has updated the status of the request. When we click and look at the request details, you can see that the status message is also updated and reflected within the details. Let us go ahead and send a status message of completed to the current request. As you can see, the wait for message has received a completed message from the workflow. This will update the status and also go through the steps to go ahead and shut down the wait for message and finish the request. To set up this process, let us go ahead and go into the workflow. First, we need to access the message key and give it a unique identifier. In the case of this example, I have set it up as a request ID. I've also made a variable called var_message_sent to hold the payload, which is the message being sent. And then I set an output path of update. This will be set as a non-completion maker because we want it to constantly listen to the messages incoming. Setting up the message sender is easy. As you remember, I made two questions on the form, one that included request numbers of open requests, and the second was a message. In the listener, I set up the request number as the unique identifier. So all we need to do is select the key for the send message action and set it to the same exact item. In this case here, it is the request number that I have mapped to the form. This concept is the same for the payload. I have mapped the message on the form to the payload in the action. The last thing I did was set an output path of update. As you remember on the listening workflow, there is also a path update of where the action will follow when the message is received. This will match up with that one and follow the same path. Obviously, this is a simple example of how to use a wait for message and send message actions. You can obviously go more complex and use it to trigger alerts or emails to current users. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please visit us at support.pmg.net.